You already know what you want. You've known for years. You think about it in the shower, you think about it on the drive home. You think about it at 2 a.m. when you can't sleep, and the ceiling reminds you of every version of your life you haven't built yet. You know exactly what you want, you just haven't taken it. And that word, taken, is gonna bother some of you. Good. It should. Because that discomfort is the entire problem. We are raised on a lie. A comfortable, democratic, well-meaning lie that sounds like this. If you work hard, good things will happen. No, they won't. Not automatically or inevitably. Not because the universe is keeping score. And I think the reason that lie sticks around is because it's useful, right? It's useful for keeping people docile. It's useful for keeping people patient. Just wait your turn. Just put your head down. Just be a good person, and eventually, the world will notice. The world does not notice. The world does not care about your potential. Doesn't care about your dreams. Doesn't care that you'd be really, really good at something. If somebody just gave you the chance, nobody's giving you the chance. I need you to actually sit with that for a second. Nobody is coming. There's no talent scout. There's no lucky break that arrives because you deserve it. That's a fictional story. And most people are living inside this fictional childlike story and wondering why their adult life feels like it's going nowhere. The world operates on force, on who takes and who waits. You know this already. You've watched it happen. You've watched people less talented than you, less intelligent than you, less capable than you, walk into rooms and take things that you were too polite to reach for, too careful, too strategic. And you told yourself, my time will come. No, it won't. Not like that. Because the gap between where you are and where you want to be is not a knowledge gap. It's not a talent gap. It's not even a resource gap. It's a violence gap. And I don't mean violence against others. I mean violence against your own comfort, against your own hesitation, against every version of yourself that has made peace with less. You don't get what you deserve. You get what you take. And the sooner you stop waiting for permission, the sooner your life actually begins. Let me describe someone you know, maybe someone you are. And if this is you, don't get defensive. Just listen. They want to build a business. They bought the courses. They've read the books. They follow the right accounts. They have a notes app full of ideas and a bookmarks folder full of inspiration. They've got the language down. They can talk about funnels and branding and market positioning like they've been doing it for a decade. They want it badly. Yet they have done absolutely nothing that costs them anything. That's the bit. That's the test. Not, do you want it? Everybody wants it. Walk outside right now. Stop any stranger on the street. Ask them if they want to be rich, if they want to be free, if they want to wake up excited about their life. They'll say yes. Everybody says yes. Wanting is the most common thing on earth. It is the cheapest, most abundant thing that exists. The test is, what have you sacrificed for it? What have you cut? What have you burned? What did you use to enjoy that you no longer allow yourself because it sits between you and the thing? Because if the answer is nothing, if your life looks exactly the same as it did 6 months ago, then you don't want it. You like the idea of it, and those are very, very different things. Wanting is not a strategy. You don't get what you want by wanting it. You get it by becoming the kind of person who refuses to exist without it. And that's a total restructuring, a demolition of what was for what is. You need to be looking at how you spend your hours, who you spend them with, what you tolerate, what you consume, what you let slide, and tearing it apart, all of it, and rebuilding it around one thing. Now here's where I lose people, and I'm fine with that, because when I say sacrifice everything that doesn't serve it, most people hear extremism. They hear toxicity. They hear some lunatic telling them to abandon their family and sleep on an office floor. And no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is simpler and, honestly, harder. Look at your day, your actual day. The screen time, the scrolling that starts as 5 minutes and ends as an hour and a half of watching other people live the life you want. Now ask yourself, how much of that day belongs to the thing you say you want? An hour? 30 minutes? Nothing. Because whatever time you're not giving to it, you're giving to something else. And that something else is the sacrifice. You're already sacrificing every single day. You're just sacrificing the wrong thing. You're sacrificing your future for your comfort. You're sacrificing the life you want for the life that requires nothing from you. And I think that's the part that really hurts people. Because it's not that you're not sacrificing. You're sacrificing the thing that matters most. And you're doing so passively, you don't even realize you're doing it. The equation doesn't change. Something always gets cut. The only question is whether you're choosing what gets cut or letting the default choose for you. And most people let the default win every single day of their life and then wonder why nothing changes. So what does it actually look like to restructure everything around a singular obsession? And I want to be honest with you here because I think there's this mythology around ambition that makes it look cinematic. Like you'll feel inspired every morning and the grind will have this noble, beautiful energy to it. It doesn't. It looks boring. I need you to know that. It looks repetitive and unglamorous and deeply lonely at times. You're working while the world is still asleep. And nobody knows and nobody cares and nobody's clapping. Someone asking, what do you do for fun? And realizing the answer is the work and watching their face when you say that and knowing they think something's wrong with you. Same hours and same days. Same relentless grinding repetition. Day after day after day. Until the gap between who you are and who you need to be starts to close. And it does close. Slowly. Painfully slowly. But it eventually closes. And people will watch you do this and call you obsessed. They'll call you antisocial. They'll say you've changed. And they'll say it like an accusation. Like changing is a betrayal. You have changed. That's the point. You were supposed to change. The old version of you was compatible with the old life. I think people get stuck here because they want the new results with the old identity. They want the new life, but they want to be the same person inside it. And it doesn't work like that. It has never worked like that. The new life requires a new person. So you cannot drag yesterday's identity into tomorrow's ambition and expect it to fit. It'll tear at the seams. And you'll end up right back where you started, wondering what went wrong. When what went wrong is that you changed everything except yourself. So let me leave you with this. Nothing is out of reach. I didn't say nothing is difficult. I didn't say nothing requires suffering. I said nothing is out of reach, because out of reach implies a ceiling. A wall you cannot climb no matter how hard you try. And that is almost never true. What's true is that the climb is longer, steeper, and more painful than you expected. What's true is that most people stop climbing, not because they've hit a wall, but because they got tired and decided the view from a couple of steps up was good enough. It wasn't good enough. You know that. You've been standing at this point for months, maybe years, telling yourself the altitude is fine, telling yourself this is close enough. And some part of you knows it isn't. Whatever you want, and the business, the body, the freedom, the family, the life that makes you feel something when you wake up, it exists. It's real. It's waiting, but it's not going to come to you. You're going to have to go and take it. With force. With focus. With the kind of terrifying singular commitment that most people will never understand. But that's fine. Because it was never meant for most people.